Hugh is a very distinguished alum from UCD. I'll let him tell his own story. But Hugh's been very generous to us here in UCD, and like many of our alums, is now participating in the education of the current students, particularly for us in the business school, sharing his expertise from Glanbia.
We're the largest division now within the Glanbia Group, and the journey started really in 2008 with the acquisition of a sports nutrition company in Chicago called Optimum Nutrition. I went out to run that business, and since then we've acquired a portfolio of brands. It has been a business that's been built through acquisition initially, but if you look at the revenue at the point of acquisition, is about 500 million, and we'll do about 1.2 billion this year. So we've acquired 500 million of revenue and put on 700 million of organic growth on top of that. 1.6 million square foot of manufacturing space in Chicago. We have 200,000 square foot of manufacturing space in Middlesbrough. We ship to 100 countries worldwide. We have teams in 24 markets worldwide, about 1,800 people in the division, and it's grown at over 30% per year for the last 6 years. So a great growth story, great Irish story for a small Irish company in the overall scheme of things, to be the #1 sports nutrition company globally. And we're a top 3 brand in over 30 markets worldwide. We have quite a simple mission. Our mission is to inspire consumers everywhere to deliver on their performance goals. They're a lifestyle-based product, they're around performance, they're supplements, and they're designed to supplement your diet. So whether it's whey protein, multivitamins, omega-3s, we make the full range of products, but primarily in protein and energy. Our mission is to inspire consumers everywhere to deliver on the performance goals, but we do that by being their trusted partner. We have 4 attributes. One is quality. So in an industry that has traditionally not always been the purest in terms of the brands that are out there or the products that are for sale, we have invested over $200 million in our manufacturing plants. They're the highest, they're very high in quality. We spend about $14 million a year on quality, and we do 90,000 tests on all incoming materials and outgoing materials every year, because that's to protect our brands. It's absolutely paramount that we have the best of quality.
We probably had the worst 10 years in our history, since the crash. But in that same period of time, we've had a number of firms, of which yours is one, absolutely secure, global dominant. I'm thinking of Paddy Power. I'm thinking of Primark, who we have here at 3:30. I'm thinking about Smurfit Kappa. There's a bunch of many of them led by UCD graduates, I might just claim, for the day that's in it. What is it that we have to do to build businesses like this? Anybody can buy 500 million in sales, but to more than double that and put yourself on a growth trajectory is something really very special. What should we be teaching here, or should an entrepreneur in the room here be saying, this is what I'm going to do with my business?
I think the first thing is realising we're, in the overall scheme of things. I was in China this week, and there's 326 million consumers aged 20 to 34. Now we have a small business out there, but it's growing high double digit, but off a very low base. But I was in Beijing, Suzhou, Shanghai, and you realise how small a country we truly do come from. And in reality, we have to always remember to be internationally focused. All those businesses that you mentioned that are growing, it's not here in Ireland, they're growing internationally. Yeah. So our managers that we develop in this school, I think, have to embrace the fact that a lot of opportunities are going to be international, and that's very exciting. I spent the last 8 years living in Chicago, and it's been a great experience. And I've travelled globally since 1995. So I would encourage people, for students coming through the school here, to embrace that, accept that international opportunities grow. That's where it's at. I think as well, just living in the States, I'm only speaking personally now as well. We work quite hard on ourselves. We tend to have a degree of begrudgery, and I see it more now after living away. And particularly Americans are always very positive, but they're also supportive of business and growth and very encouraging. And I think that's something we should embrace as well. Building a business, whether it's corporately or entrepreneurs, I have huge respect for entrepreneurs. The stress, the pressure, the challenges, and so many of them aren't successful. But we should be encouraging that in a small country.